Welcome to TV3 News Journal. I'm Carla Beard. After months of collaboration and fundraising, the Parks Department held a groundbreaking ceremony for the J. Long Memorial 2nd Street Park.
In 2019, the fall of 2019, we brought students down from Purdue University. Those students came up with all kinds of different ideas for this park. The community has then taken those ideas, added their own ideas to it, brought those ideas together, came up with a really amazing plan that's being built here in front of us.
It was very rundown. There was always, looked like the equipment wasn't very safe. There was grass growing up in places that, it just was a little unsightly.
I think that this area was in need of some rehabilitation. It's a key parcel here in the town. It's one of the first things that people see when they jump on the train during the holidays. And so I think there's economic development potential here. There's community development potential here.
Joel, at one point, as a JC, had a vision for improving this area to make it a city park.
We're very excited to see this going. This started with one person, one voice that saw a need for change, and the community came together to make it happen.
We provided a lot of support to the core committee here. They met oftentimes in the boardroom at the foundation, and it's just been really exciting to see that this is a really amazing example of multiple community groups working together. This is true collaboration, and it's for the benefit of our entire community.
It's been like a 3-year process to finally get this remodeled and renovated and a new usable green space here.
It has been so wonderful to just be a member of this team to help bring this park to reality, give it a fresh coat of life, and it involves so many community members.
The park is scheduled for completion at the end of October. The Fayette County Library has a new bookmobile, and the librarians gave us a tour.
Here you are on the bookmobile. I am getting shelves loaded with books. We have a lot of different things. We have stuff for children and we have stuff for adults. Right over here we have some of our chapter books. So this is a brand new series called Ranger in Time. And then over here we have our picture books for our little guys. Here's one about unicorns. We also have some nonfiction back here. So we have some things about all different topics. We also have our graphics, which is what a lot of kids love to read, are the books that look like comic books. So we have several shelves of those as well. For the little tiny tots, the kindergartners and the preschoolers, we have what we call our blue dots. So they're like this Pinkalicious book. It just doesn't have a lot of words in it. And so it's easier for the little guys who are starting to learn to read. So we have a little bit of everything on here. I will be at 3 of the elementary schools this year, Fayette Central and EM Everton, as well as Eastview. We will also go to Faith Christian and Community Christian, as well as the Little Spartans. We've added that. We have several community stops, so we're at a couple of the apartment complexes, as well as several nursing homes.
We start our fall schedule on August 23rd, so you'll start seeing us around the community and at the schools, and we're hoping everybody will enjoy it. And wave at us when we drive by too, because we love to see people be as happy as we are.
Watch for the bookmobile to make rounds starting later this month. The Fayette County Free Fair is underway, and we spoke with 4-H participants and a couple of new vendors.
Oh, I have been doing this for probably about 4 years. I do 4-H at the expo hall with other projects like Legos, drawing. Just once you start, it gets really maddening, but it might be exciting. And then once you get that spark of excitement, just keep on going, I guess.
I like the photography stuff and showing cows.
I love being able to meet all the little kids and just see the excitement on their faces. It's such a thrill to be able to see these young kids who have such a passion about raising sheep, and just seeing them go into that show arena and perform so well. And even if they mess up, they still have a smile on their face, and it's just one of the best things to see.
My favorite part has been all the little girls that come up to me and think I'm a real life princess. It's very sweet.
Yeah, my favorite part has been all the little girls who have just been smiling and waving and coming up to us and giving us hugs. It's amazing.
So even before the fair began, I was able to go to things like the dog and cat show. I was also able to go to the fashion review and the awards for the 4-H kids. And I was able to hand those out and announce and give everything to these kids, and it was a really fun experience. And now at the fair, I've been able to do even more, and it's been really great.
About being Miss Congeniality, I like how the girls look up to me, and like when we walk by, they go, "Oh, there's the princesses." That's probably my favorite part about it. We are Shark Bite Popcorn Company from Connorsville, Indiana. We have specialty popcorn and seasoned popcorn. So we have 6 specialty popcorns. We also have a seasoned popcorn. Seasoned is just popcorn, butter, and seasoning, and we have tons of seasonings you can choose from. But then also we have a cool thing here at the Shark Bite Popcorn Company called Donate a Drink. And while you're here, we know people are hot. You might have lost all your money on a ride. You might have purchased a goat and don't want to spend another $1. We have a whole donated cooler down here of water for anyone. They can come get it. It's a menu item, so when you're here, chip in $1, we'll throw a water in down there, and it's just about being part of the community and giving back. So we appreciate it.
Well, we have one in Richmond, Indiana. We did that one, and we got
the opportunity from Gail. I got in touch with Gail, and she extended the opportunity to come out, so we decided to come out here to Fayette County. You know, it's close to home, and thought it'd be interesting to come and see exactly what the Fayette County Fair is about, because everybody talks about it. So we just have not had the opportunity to get over, so.
We started from scratch with this. It was nothing inside. We did everything.
Yeah.
Me and my father and Farrah and a couple of relatives helped us build it.
Yeah, I think the favorite part for me is being able to socialize with different people and cooking the food and hearing how people really like it and just seeing smiles on people's faces, or they're like, "Oh, it's too hot," or something like that.
Coming back and said, "Well, we'll see you again tomorrow."
Yeah.
We have a lot that's been back a couple times to eat. So it's amazing to be in here.
Jimmy D's is named after his grandfather, Jimmy D, and he has this saying,
"Use your head for more than a hat rack." And that's what we put on our shirts.
That's what we put on the shirts.
The fair closes August 6th. Cross Point Biker Church will be sending a team of volunteers to Kentucky to help with the flood disaster recovery, and is asking for donations to help those desperately in need. Here is Pastor Chris Lovett with more.
Many of you know that we do a lot of feeding around our community and around the states, and many of you have jumped on board as we've done that. But we're getting on here today because down in London, Kentucky, some of the counties have been flooded. Eastern Kentucky is a mess. The Appalachian people are in distress. It's supposed to get up into triple digits this week. And with all the water and the mosquitoes and all that stuff, they're having a hard time. You guys have always been great at jumping on board and supporting us when we go out of town. And we thought this would be a good way just to kind of explain what we're going to do. We got pastors that are going to go down on Friday to survey the damage of where we should go and where we'll be most needed. They're going to leave Friday. And then we're going to probably leave the week after and go down. It's going to be an extended stay. It's going to be 4 hours away, so it'll be closer than we've ever been. So it should help on some of the volunteers. But we got to go down there and provide hot meals and just support and just loving on them because there are houses in the middle of the road. They're having to take food in on side-by-sides and ATVs. So they're really a mess down there. But I wanted to get on here and just kind of tell you kind of what we need. Ronnie Russell is partnering with us, and we're trying to grab anything, cleaning supplies, shovels, rakes, anything like that. He's going to take down that kind of thing. I believe he's also taken some clothes. He's asking for new clothes because many have, they've lost everything. But here's what we need. As you guys know, diesel fuel is expensive, and everything we got almost runs on diesel fuel, from our refrigerated semi-trailer to our semis, trucks, all that sort of thing. And monetary funds, it takes a lot to do. We've done our part as far as trying to bring in funds for the disaster, because this is probably not going to be the only one we go on. And I know money's tight. It is for everybody. Food is super expensive. Gasoline is through the roof, and it's made everybody be tight. But I want to just explain just a few things, how we work. One is every bit of the money that you give to Cross Point Biker Church goes specifically for feeding and being able to transport the food to Kentucky. It also, when we went down to Brookville, we sold a lot of food and we made some money to put in there. We are currently at the Fayette County Free Fair, and all the money that is made there, and we've already started taking it and buying food and buying supplies so we can go down. It's a crazy task. You take 25 people, make an outdoor shower where we are, and it gets kind of tough, especially when it's hot. But God has given us and provided for us through you and other churches right here in this area, the means to go down and do something that is even bigger than we are. It's not about anybody. It's about being Connersville strong, and when somebody is hurting or a natural disaster happens, so we can go out and show them the hands and feet of Jesus. And I'm asking you to partner with us. There's 3 ways you can partner. You can get on our website, crosspointbikerchurch.com, and you can go to the top right-hand bars, and there is a give button on there, and just follow the instructions. You can call me, 765-265-7751. That is my cell phone. Or you can send money to the address at Cross Point, 1130 East Baseline Road. Now, you guys have been amazing. I have never, ever, ever seen a community come together better than Connersville and the surrounding communities that have partnered with us to take care of what we do. Now, dollars and cents, it takes about $30,000 to $40,000 for a week to feed 25,000 plus. Now, we don't know how many we're going to have because in the haulers down in Kentucky, it's going to be hard to get to. But we're going to do our part, and we're just asking, even if you can't give money, even if you can't give supplies, excuse me, it's going to take a lot of prayer. Now, prayer is the only way we get anything done in our lives. So we encourage you, get a hold of us, stop by the fair, buy a hot dog, hamburger, something to help support us. And we want to say thank you for what you do. I love this town. I wasn't born and raised here. I moved here just by happenstance, and I wouldn't live anywhere in the world other than Connersville, Indiana. We love our town. We love feeding people right here in our town. We love our businesses, and I want you to partner with us so that we can go help Eastern Kentucky and the Appalachian people climb out of the mud hole that they're in today. Hey, remember one thing. Jesus loves you, and so do we. Let's preach out.
Just east of Glenwood, Oak and Barley is planning the Barley Bash to celebrate their 1-year anniversary with live music and vendors.
The Barley Bash is a celebration of our boutique and our customers, and we are bringing vendors from all over the state of Indiana and Ohio. They're coming in, and we're going to have live music, we'll have a beer and wine garden, and we will also have food trucks. Oak and Barley is 1 mile east of Glenwood, Indiana, located on State Road 44. But we have clothing for children, infants, children, women, from size 0 all the way up to size 26. We have jeans, skirts, shorts, t-shirts, dresses, anything that you would need. We sell accessories for your outfits as well, and then we also have gifts for every occasion. So August 13th from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. the vendors will be set up. They may stay later because the live music ends at 6:30. We just want everyone to come out and enjoy the day, enjoy the property. We enjoy our property so much, and it's just a really pretty setting, and so I think this will be a great way to get people out here. They'll get to see the store, and then they'll also get to help, you know, small local businesses.
That's Saturday, August 13th. The Parks Department Summer Discovery Children's Program has had a very successful summer. Co-director Scott Caldwell talked with us.
Yeah, so for our last day, we've got Wild Hearts African Safari Petting Zoo that's coming in from just over the Ohio border. They're coming in to bring some things to get the kids to have some experiences that they may never have in their life. To do that, we're going to have a bounce house, we've got pizza and ice cream, and Ryan Siebert, Connersville High School graduate, a good friend of mine, ran on track and stuff with him, and we've run races before. He's coming back for that day, and he's going to do some magic for the kids as well. I would just say that, you know, we're looking forward to next summer. We've already started making some plans and some ideas, improvements and changes. We're already looking at a possibility for a field trip that'll be really exciting for that. I think the kids will really enjoy this, but we're going to keep it under wraps for right now for that. Trying to get some other guest speakers in and things. You know, we've had stuff from the Extension Office. We've had with Purdue with nutrition programming. We've had Imagine Performing Arts in. The library has come in and done crafts, and we've had other little groups come in here and there for some things. And we want to keep that going, and we're always looking for more stuff. But that's something we're really excited with what's going on this summer. We've seen some real growth and improvement for the program, and we want to keep that going for next year as well.
The Fayette County Public Library will distribute books to children in a program similar to the Dolly Parton Imagination program. Librarian Betsy Slavens told us more.
We are sending books to children from birth to up to their 5th birthday. We are sending small scholastic style books to children. They're paperback. Babies might get a board book style of book. But otherwise it's going to be small paperbacks like these. They are great for children who are learning to read and who love to be read to. We will be sending them every other month, starting this month actually, August of 2022. On our website for the Fayette County Public Library, there is a Google form that you would fill out that you would tell us your child's name and and their age and their address, and so that we can send it to you. As long as you live in Fayette County, the program is free.
Children can be enrolled at any time. After a 2-year delay due to COVID, Imagine Performing Arts plans to produce the musical Oliver, including several children in the cast. Board member Jill DeLewis gave us more information.
Imagine Performing Arts is going to be doing the musical Oliver in November. We have upcoming auditions on Saturday, August 20th and Sunday, August 21st. Audition times are going to be 2 to 4 o'clock for children ages 6 through 17, and from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. will be for adult roles. I would like to mention our auditions are going to take place at the Presbyterian Church right downtown in Connersville. And if you look on our website, imagineperformingarts.com, there are packets there that you can look through for audition materials.
Auditions will be held at First Presbyterian Church, 700 North Central Avenue. Here's Brad Coulter looking back.
Hi, I'm Brad Coulter, and this is Looking Back. During the planning for the Fayette County Bicentennial, Mike Sparks had an idea for a display describing Fayette County's contribution to efforts to win World War II. Historic Connersville agreed to take on the project, and research began. As members worked to compile information, it became clear that Connersville manufacturing plants were very important, and even in an elite category of cities across the United States. During World War I, GMC truck chassis were built under license of Lexington to be used as ambulances. After the war ended, surplus chassis were stored at Jeffersonville until they were eventually sold. McFarland kept their skilled craftsmen busy building 6,000 wood toolboxes and also built several thousand Army Surveyor cases. It's fairly well known that Fayette County had more sons in the armed services in proportion to our population than any other county in the United States. Fayette County was also the first community in the nation to go over the top in the thrift stamp sales drive. These thrift stamps were later converted to Liberty War bonds. These high honors led to a warship being named the Connersville. Connersville's contribution was kicked up a notch during World War II. The years of the Great Depression had left many Connersville factories half empty by the late 1930s. This made it easy for war production to be ramped up, and that's exactly what happened. In mid-1941, Connersville was designated as a key defense area, and 300 housing units were contracted to be built in the area now known as Offutt's Park. In November-December 1942, Connersville scrapped more metal and sold more bonds than any other community in the state. Some contributions to the production of war materials by local companies were as follows. Davidson Enamel, later known as H.H. Robertson, made trench shovels and fabricated shell casings. McQuay Norris made precision parts for planes, tanks, and jeeps. Stant made gas caps and water tank closures and developed shell case in steel rather than brass. Roots made special blowers for submarines beginning in 1939 and also made pumps and vapor compressors. Rex had 81 contracts for bombs, flares, rockets, shells, storage cases, marine markers, Navy helmets, and lockers. American Central's contribution was most impressive. They manufactured 500,000 Jeep bodies during World War II. Also, 200,000 Jeep trailer bodies were built. They also made wing sections for the Vultee Vengeance dive bomber and for the B-24 Liberator. These contributions put Connersville and Fayette County in a league of their own and warranted the thanks of a grateful nation.